Floyd Mayweather allegedly purchased 62 apartment buildings in Manhattan for $402 million, making one of the largest multifamily real estate deals in city's recent history. So, what they're saying is that this acquisition adds to more than 1,000 units of affordable housing in Mayweather's real estate portfolio, primarily located in upper Manhattan neighborhoods like Harlem, Washington Heights, and Inwood. It's just interesting. And I saw it on his Instagram where he actually posted it, and it said, like, I think he brought it from a portfolio manager of sorts, or somebody that was already in the business that had the real estate. Obviously, they had like a bunch of real estate, and he purchased it. So this is interesting for a few different reasons to me, because he purchased a bunch of buildings, and
Right.
the areas that he purchased them in was actually interesting. So he purchased them in Washington Heights, Inwood, Harlem, upper Manhattan, right? This is areas where, I mean, everybody knows Harlem. If you're not familiar with New York, Washington Heights, Inwood, that's heavy Dominican, a lot of immigrants. So it's not like the most luxurious neighborhood in the world.
Yeah.
And you can look on his Instagram to see the buildings. But it says a lot about the times that we're in, that whether he did it by himself or whether he's doing it with a group or whatever, right? Like, you can't stop gentrification. You can't stop it. You can't stop it. You can just be an early adapter. You could be somebody that's in early on it, right?
Yeah.
But change is always going to come, and real estate is forever. I always say, just don't buy real estate if you can't afford it, right? But I never said not to buy real estate. And we could talk about Big's mom, who turned 10 million to over 100 million based off of real estate. But Floyd, you could say a lot of things about him, but he's not stupid.
Nope.
He's not stupid. And yeah, I think so. This says $402 million purchase from Morningside portfolio. So yeah, they gave him a whole plaque and everything. It's interesting. That's very, very interesting deal that he put together. So what's your thoughts on that?
I think it's brilliant. I saw a lot of criticism for it. Even somebody was commenting, yo, did he pay y'all to post it? It's like, no, we had him at Market Mondays. Once again, stop critiquing when you haven't accomplished anything, my boy. Number two, if you were at Market Mondays live, I remember some people saying he was capping. But the thing is, when a person has made money at the clip, like, okay, I talk about GDP of the country and investing in those companies. For 10 years, he moved the GDP of Las Vegas by fighting there. You don't think he learned something along the way? And there's only a few things to invest in: real estate, stocks, businesses. Then you get into municipalities and waterways and cool. And IP. He's playing the game. He's playing real life Monopoly, but I think because he doesn't speak a certain way, people don't give him the credit. Because if this was Michael Saylor and he converted the notes into Bitcoin, y'all would act like he was fucking Jesus. And he's buying in prime. Even when he started buying, you want to minimize the risk, because if you start Manhattan, maybe the cost was too cumbersome. But even in that portfolio strategy that he had and where he bought and then scaled up, I think it's absolutely brilliant. And the people who are hustlers and know how to get money seem to get money forever. Same with Jay-Z. Jay-Z was talking that 80, 120, 300 million talk before it was fashionable for anyone black to even think like that. And then he's matriculated into being a billionaire. I think that you can learn from everyone, even if you don't think they're a traditional investor, especially if they make money at a high clip. Like Floyd was getting 20, 30 million a fight and getting money off the popcorn and concessions. So I think it's an amazing feat, and he should be applauded. People don't look at it like that, but he's one of the best black investors of all time.
So I'm out the country right now, so I'm kind of not on social media as much as I can be, but usually am. But you said people have negative comments?
Yeah. What
Like
I
what
remember
was
after Market Mondays, people was like, he's capping about
well, I know
the-
I'm not knocking on it. I'm saying like as far as this announcement right now, people had negative comments
oh,
about this
just a
announcement.
couple of dodos online who
Oh,
haven't did anything that's worth mentioning. No, it wasn't big pushback.
okay.
Pushback from
Because
people who don't matter.
my thing is that this type of stuff needs to be go viral, right?
It's
Like
historic.
like I said, the dynamics of the deal, all that type of stuff, whatever. But it's a positive story.
Yeah.
It's talking
And who
about
cares if he got it
entrepreneurship.
from a portfolio manager, whether it came out of his account or a business account? It's money that came from his circle.
Yeah, no,
That's
it's
the
something that
story.
needs to be championed. We need to have more stories about stuff like that. I mean, it's a good story. It's inspirational. It's motivational.
Mhm.
It's financial literacy. It's all of the stuff that we champion. So I don't know
Yeah.
why somebody would be critical of that, but yeah, I mean, I think that
Have no ownership. Like I've noticed the people who criticize always criticize people and the thing that they cannot do. And I don't think anybody's above criticism, but it's too many people online who will say, why are you guys highlighting that? And it's like, what do you want us to highlight? Gucci and Jeezy fighting in 2007 or Jeezy and Goldmouth? Like, no, there's too many detractors. And I still firmly believe a lot of the people who try and send detractors our way are paid to do so by other entities to slow this movement down.
that's a fact. Well, but this goes to another thing of okay, so he brought this portfolio for $400 million. Miss Vanetta Wallace, Biggie Small's mom, rest in peace to her. They said that when Biggie died in 1998, I think he died, or when did he
7
die?
or 8, yeah.
Yeah, his estate was worth $10 million. I think he was worth $10 million. She invested that money in real estate, and now that's
Mhm.
worth $106 million. I think, right?
Beating
And
the
I guess,
S&P.
huh?
Beating that year over year, she beat the
Yeah,
S&P 500.
160 million. So she turned 160 million. So she turned 10 million to 160. That's crazy. So man, it just goes back to financial literacy. It all comes down to just decisions, right? Because you could easily blow 10 million, right? It
Easily.
it all comes down to discipline. You deserve to be rich. It comes down
Mhm.
to discipline, financial literacy, making the right investment. That's why even during this stock shit right now, you got to invest. You have to dollar cost average.
While the
You
market is
got it. You,
down.
you
Yep.
got a dollar cost average while the market is down. You're gonna you got to be careful with these trades. That's something
Yep.
that just be careful with. But you got a dollar cost average while the market is down, because we know that one thing is for sure is going to come back over the course of time. So if you're putting your money in good companies, S&P, QQQ, stuff like that, those are good investments over the course of time. You got to have patience. But
And I
man,
think the most impressive part about it was, and this is the thing that I'm learning and I'm loving this amongst most investors, she never talked about it. Never was brought up. Everyone was focused on the Masters and the re-releases. Meanwhile, she's building a portfolio. Troy just sent it in. The S&P over the same time span would have got you 120 million. She got 160 million in return. What?